got the glutes, I got the calves, I got the abs. I got the glutes, I got the calves, I got the abs. It's time to get lit, it's time to get fit. Let's meal prep and get it in, get it in. Transformation, freedom, and innermost heaven. Let's hit the gym and get fit, get fit.
Yeah, I'm live on the set back in the office where all the magic happens. This is Tina with Enriched by Tina. Hey, Damon. Hey, Mother Laura. How y'all doing this evening? I am here to talk to you about. We've been talking about procrastination all month long on Tuesdays and about how it's just such a thief of time and how it do what, how it affects us, how it keeps us from being to our potential. And I'm telling you, have you been robbed? I got to talk about how procrastination has robbed me. Yeah, I can't talk about anybody else. Normally I have a special guest, but guess who the special guest is? It's me, y'all. It's me. It's your girl, Tina with Enriched by Tina. And I want to give you some good tips on procrastination. So what is procrastination? Well, it's the action of delaying or postponing something. So I got two people here in the chat. Tell me at this moment, as we wait on the others to come in, what are some things that you have been delaying? Put it in the chat. I got Damon and I got Laura. A third person came on. We're talking about procrastination, and I gave the definitions: the action of delaying or postponing something. So let's talk about it. Hey, Kitten, how you doing? What have you been procrastinating in? Put it in the chat. Okay, I see you. I see you, Sister Robinson. Kendra, I see you finding your purpose. All right. Okay. What else? What have we? Because it's a thief of time, y'all. It steals and get away. Going through the base. Girl, come on here. Walking every day. All right. I see you. I see you. And I don't know if any of y'all is like me. The pandemic, now I'm kind of feeling some kind of way that it's about halfway over and we get back out, because I was going to do so many major projects. Who had that for the time that we were on lockdown, that they were going to do some major repairs, and because we had the time and we was at home, but now life is opening back up. Have you done those projects? Have you done those things that we said we were going to do? But that's what happens when you get to dealing with procrastination. I'm telling you. Organize. Yes, Kitten. And y'all, I am getting my whole life together. And that was one of the things I was going to do, was I was going to go through every room and to get rid of some stuff. And I got rid of some little things, but not the majors. I mean, I really needed to come through because you guys, some of you may not know, my mom passed away 3 years ago. And when we moved my dad in, we moved the whole family, the whole house. So therefore, I had my house and I moved all of my parents' stuff over here. What couldn't fit in the house, we bought a shed. And so it took me a while to realize I had so much stuff that I really needed to get rid of, because it wasn't doing anybody any good. So I have to come clean. I was the queen. And I'm divorcing procrastination, y'all. I'm in the process of doing some major things in my house. Yes, purging, stuff had to go. Yes. I in a major makeover. because I had to, like I said, I had my whole parents' house confirmed into my house. So I'm doing a complete makeover over here. And I had to ask for help. And that's one of the things you don't worry about it. If you need help, just go on and do the doggone thing and get some help. So yes, that's what okay, that's right. So you've been postponing and we're doing, so since we and we'll talk about that a little bit later, that my August 1st challenge, for those of us that's saying, look, my daughter's saying praise the Lord, because I did need a major makeover over here. And I had to declutter and purge. And it was like, I'll go back August. Some of y'all know I had a major transformation weight loss wise. And then in the midst of that coming back, I had to think some things over, reposition myself, and take my life back. And what do you mean by that? Because I just let everything just pile up and just didn't care. And God began to deal with me about that. And I took my time, but it was right on time when he came to me with it. And everything had to happen in these purposes, for this purpose, because now that I'm redefining myself. So it started in August, where I gave my life back to Christ, because some of y'all know I quit God, and some of you may not know. Well, I did. I call myself quitting God. Well, little needs to say, God wasn't having that. But when you go through these things and change, so it started there in August. So next month, hey Teresa, next month is the anniversary of even how Enriched by Tina even became to be. Hey Layla, because I had that transformation, and y'all are gonna see my pages is gonna be blasting because of the sister circle, because that was the inception of that, and that started the catapult of this major change in my life. So when I rededicated my life back in August, then by August the 28th, 29th, I started Enriched by Tina, because I had to make a spiritual change. And as I made that spiritual change, because I was procrastinating on what I needed to do, and that's how it robbed me. It kept me stuck. Then each month, things kept unfolding. Then it got to be about October. Yeah, right after I had my car accident. So I had a car accident. So again, God said, you need to redo this furniture in this house. And I'm like, because guess what? I had brought my whole parents' house into our house. So when you walk in the living room, it no longer looked like the Blackman household. It looked like the Boyce household, which was, I brought some of my mama's furniture, because guess what? My dad was making a change, and I didn't want him. He had lost his wife, lost his house, lost his health. I wanted his house to kind of look like his house, so when he came over here, he could feel like home. But God said, now it's time. You got to take your house back. I didn't understand that, y'all. I did not understand that. But as I'm recovering, because I'm getting my life back. So then we get new furniture. Okay. Things start unfolding. God said, okay, now you got to declutter. You got to get rid of some more stuff. Well, my family knows that I love my stuff. I'm the queen of stuff. And they have borderline, they have threatened to take me to hoarders. Now, I'm not the nasty hoarders where they got the critter stuff, but I have a lot of things that, things need to be in order. When you have a lot of stuff, it's a lot of clutter. So so they said, I got to downsize some more. So it got to be a whole lot of stuff that I couldn't do on my own. So I called in some reinforcement. So reinforcement came, and y'all, it's getting my whole life together, because I was procrastinating, because I could have done this, y'all, while the pandemic was going on, because I had the time. But guess what? I sat back. I went over to my daughter's house, and we had barbecues. I was outdoors doing everything I was doing everywhere. And y'all know I planned a wedding during the pandemic and all of that good stuff. Okay, but first things first, you got to get this stuff, get your house in order. So the first house in order I had to get together was my spiritual self. Then I had to get my natural house together because I was already getting the physical body together. So I had to get my mind, body, and soul together. And I've been talking, I'm getting my whole life together. Well, literally, I've had a whole life transformation over here, y'all. And I had to divorce procrastination because had I been in position, y'all, had I not let it steal my time and waste my time on doing nothing and putting off all these things I needed to do, I could have been a little bit closer to where God had me. But guess what? I'm not even going to think about the time there because that I lost. Because guess what? God can, he's a restrainer of time. So when I think about this delay, this block of movement, a process, and when you think about it, what is it that you procrastinating on? Is it to change jobs? Is it to go to a whole nother section? Is it to start a career, a business? What is it that you are supposed to be doing, but you putting off doing? See, I was there. I can talk about it. I can write a book about it. And I think I am going to write this book about it because time is in God's hand. And I believe he's a restorer of time. And so when I think about the procrastination and things that I kept putting off and kept going on and doing on, even as it relates to the things and the topics that I talk about, it's starting to click. My, what do you call it? My graphic boss who keeps me in line, all he wants me to do is give him what I'm going to do. And guess what? That's all he's been asking so he can do his job. So when I give him what I'm going to do, so that means what? I got to take the time to read, to research, to prep, to do whatever I'm going to say before I come on these lives before y'all. So then he can do his part. But if I'm holding up, because I'm sitting around twiddling my thumbs, because I'm hemming and hawing. But when I do the research and when I do the work, and all I had to do one time, I gave him my outline. Within 20, 30 minutes, he had exactly what I needed. Up just like that. And it has taken us almost over a year for me to figure that out. If I give him what he needs, he can produce what I need to bring the information to you guys. But guess what? I was fighting it because it was making me sit down, slow down, and be still and prepare because I was the queen of last minute. Those that know me, I always say, hey, y'all, this is playing double X. Because that means that my Pastor Wilson, she used to come up with these projects at the 9th hour. And I would pull them like they thought I had some magic hat. All I would do, I had a crew of people, and all I had to do was send out a SOS double X. Everybody that is at New Beginnings that ever had any experience with me, when I say playing double X, they know we need to do it, and we need to do it right now. But that wasn't the best way to handle things. But guess what? That's the way I learned. I was a procrastinator in school. I would wait till the last minute to do the homework, get up and figure out, because I felt like doing it at the last minute was my best. That's how I worked at best. But it really was a deception. It really wasn't my best. And when I can really hone in and really get into the presence of God and really study and do those things, the plan that he has for me, not what I think I want to do. Because when I stop fighting about even what to talk about on these lives, and God, sometimes he shifts it, and I stop fighting it. Because guess what? Whether I want to admit it or not, whether I want to walk in it or not, God called me over 20 something years ago whether I call myself quitting on God. He says it's in you, and there are people that you got to reach. And if you shut up your mouth and don't open up your mouth and do what I say, guess what? There's going to be no need for him to stay with me. I mean, keep me here, because I'm not going to do what he's telling me to do. So I have to do what God leads and tells me to do. So now I'm learning, walk in it, stop fighting, stop procrastinating on what the call is. So what are you procrastinating on? What is it? And when I think about this, it says procrastination is I don't think about it. I'm sorry. It's a quote from Noel Jones. And it says, procrastination is the enemy of time and the results in lost opportunities. Had I been in position, y'all, and hey, Deanna, how you doing? Had I been in position? Because, sometimes we don't be in position. I have missed a lot of opportunities, a lot of speaking engagements, a lot of opportunities to free somebody else up. But I didn't want to come in line because I wanted to sit back and do nothing. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, it's not that. But that's not what God said do. And I let procrastination stop, delay, block my purpose, which was getting some purpose to some other people that I got to reach. So then I got them locked up because I want to sit back and do nothing. So I hope that this has helped you, but I'm not going to leave you here with telling you all this. I'm going to give you some reasons of how you can come back to it. Now, I don't know if I'm making somebody angry. It's like 9 things. It's an angry face. I hope I hope that's an accident. I hope I ain't making anybody mad. But if you're mad, get over it. Because I'm telling you, procrastination is nothing but a thief of time. And that's a quote from Ed Young. It's not mine. I can't think of nothing like that. So listen, stop putting off what you can do right now, because it's almost like we're cocky, that we even gonna be here tomorrow. That we're that arrogant to say, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. But tomorrow's not promised to us. And when you get ready to walk into what God has for you, you'll understand that. Look, I gotta get this screen. Y'all, I'm trying to work with this screen, all these little glitz and glam. I gotta be still. So let me be still so that don't distract me. Because see, that's what he tried to do. He tried to your checklist is, my friend. Yes, Pastor Shekinah, it is a thief of time. And we have to really hone in on that thing about the opportunities that we're letting fly by. Because God has a plan for each and every one of us. Whether you are in church or you done took a break like I did. But let me tell you something, when the call is on you, he going to keep pulling at you. He going to keep coming at you. So you might as well surrender. Because the more you fight at it, baby, it's going more stuff going to keep coming, and it's going to keep coming. So you need to just go ahead on and go ahead on and surrender, and just put your hands up and say, put your hands up, throw your hands up. Because guess what? We have to surrender to his will of his God, because of the Lord, because he is the one who sustains us and keep us. And if we don't walk in what our call is, anything else we're doing is in vain. So let's stop wasting time. Let's start breaking down those goals. And so what keeps us there? One, it's big. We scared. Fear. So guess what? Break it down into small pieces. Okay. Number 2, set some deadlines for yourself. When you set those deadlines, break them all down. So if you got 10 things that's got to be done, start with the most important thing. Y'all know I've been reading this book, Eat That Frog. And that's one of the things that he talks about. Start with that. Eating the frog is a metaphor of the most difficult thing that you want to do. Because if you think about eating a frog, that'll be very difficult to do. So do that difficult thing. Get it out. If it's huge, break it into smaller parts. Start out what's most important. Find out all the things that's got to get done and got to listen. Damon done put the word up on it. Thank you, Damon. Damon said the way of a slothful man is a hedge of thorns, but the way of the righteous is made plain. That's in Proverbs 19. Do daily task. So then by the end of the week, you got them all done. And when you get them all done, you feel good. I don't know about y'all. When I get a list and I make a checklist, when I say when, and I'm getting more and more, because you know, the older I get, the mind ain't what it used to be, y'all. And they always say the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Yes, it is. And so you don't want to waste your time, because when you waste that time and energy of trying to figure out, and then you exert all your energy, then you got yourself, you got your hormones up, you got your stress level up, you getting your blood pressure up, you causing all other kind of health issues. If you just go ahead on, stop, slow down, take the time, do the task. And then another thing you can do is limit the distractions. And I told many of y'all, when I first got invited to Clubhouse, which it was January of this year, it is I was on that thing, honey. I think my husband probably was thinking I might have been having some of y'all thought I had a love affair with Deacon Sheets. Well, my husband about to wonder what's going on Clubhouse, because you hear on every moment you got, you on Clubhouse. I was like just going in. You know how when you haven't had something in a long time and you don't think of something, and then you just go in, because it was live conversation. It was people that you was interacting with. I was learning so much because I was starting a business. They was giving out a lot of business tips. And I was on there, honey, I'm just trying to get these tips, I went into overload, y'all. It was a distraction because it was keeping me from getting in that word, writing a plan, and follow through. So limit your distractions. When you make up your mind to stop procrastinating, things are going to come at you because you say, I'm going to start my new health plan tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to start at the new year. I'm going to do right here. I'm going to do this, that. Stop it. Stick with a plan. Procrastinates results in stress, you better say it, which triggers the anxiety, which gets you overwhelmed. Then next thing you know, there I am back in the bed with Deacon Sheets, having a whole nother entanglement. But y'all, I ain't told you about the latest one. That's Freddie Fleece, bro. Freddie Fleece. He ain't got nothing on Deacon Sheets, but he tries to distract me, get me all comfortable where I don't want to get out off and up under the sheets to get up and get to moving. So I got to get back to do what? Yes, take action, less talk, and more action. You said it, Pastor Sajana. Right on. So I have to stop getting entangled with bro Freddie Fleece and Deacon Sheets, because I got a challenge coming, y'all. And let me put it up while I have a whole challenge coming, and I can't be messing around with Deacon Sheets or bro Freddie, because we got what? We doing it. We doing the doggone thing, y'all. We doing 15 tough. This is for those of you who are just starting out. I'ma still do 30. But this is for my new people that said, I'm going to make a change and I'm going to do it today. So you're going to do 2 15-minute workouts. One going to be outside. You're going to stick to a eating healthy plan, whatever. And I suggest you take one thing that you want to get rid of. Read something inspirational and get your mind right. Because you'll be surprised when you start feeding your mind with good and positive things. And as they say, the law of attraction or manifesting, or speak those things into existence, as we say, but we got to put some action with it. We can talk to Jesus but if we don't put no action to it, we're just saying some words, y'all. And then drink a half a gallon of water. So guess what? I ain't got time to get entangled with Deacon Sheets, nor with Brother Freddie Fleece. Because we got some challenges, we got some goals. I got some folks that say I want in. So guess what? I don't have time to get entangled with them anymore in the mornings, or in the evenings, or in the midnight hour. Because guess what? I have made up in my mind that I'm going to stop putting off stuff that I can do today. So in closing, and you know how preachers are, they'll have 5 or 6 closing, but I ain't going to have that tonight. So I want you to start thinking about those things that's holding you back, that's keeping you stuck. Because basically, when you procrastinate and you're waiting on things, it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you stuck in the mindset. It's keeping you stuck in things that you need to do. Yes, Satan works very hard, yes, to bring us down with stress and fulfill it. Yes, I'm telling you, that's what he does, because he's doing his work in every way he can distract you. Whether he'll get the phone to ringing, he'll get the people calling with some foolishness, that start some craziness on the job to get you off of being focused. So guess what? We're not doing that anymore. We're not entertaining none of them. Like I told you, I done quit Deacon Sheets, and I'm getting ready to give Bro Freddie Fleece his walking papers, because he done came in like a thief in the night trying to steal me from getting up out of that bed, because I overslept this morning. Overslept. Because he didn't want me to get out there on that pavement. Because see, there's people who listen in the morning. There's people who listen all throughout the day that's hearing these things, that's making a change. So he wants me to shut up. So guess what? He's making me be so comfortable that I can't loose the bed in the mornings. But guess what? We're no longer entertaining him. I'm no longer doing that. Because guess what? Because I know what to do. And when you know what to do what's right and you don't, that's sin. And I don't have time to be sinning. I got too much stuff to do. And I'm trying to access some things in August. I ain't got time to play no games with him. So I want you to start thinking about it. Write it down. Figure out what it is that you are procrastinating about starting, and get started. It only takes your mind to do it just that one time. Take the first step. Don't look at all the steps that's ahead of you. Go with one step. Access. That's right, Mother Nash. We're getting ready to access some things. So in order for us to access some things, we got to do some stuff that we haven't done before. So if that means you got to get out and you got to start with the 15 hard, the 15 tough, do it. If you've been moving, do the 30. And pick one thing that you can give up, because everybody can't give up everything at one time. Pick that one thing that you're going to give up and hone in on it for the next 30 days. You can do this. James says, therefore, to him that know to do good and doeth not, to him is sin. You know, Brother Damon be on this word, y'all. I love it. I love all that. I love it. I love it. And guess what? He's a PR person too, because he shares. So guess what? Do like Brother Damon do. Share it. Send it to somebody. Like it. Y'all know I'm trying to build up YouTube. I got over 2,000 some odd friends. Guess what? Go on over there and like the YouTube channel so I can do some other good things. And I'm Lord, we done got the circle pass up. Now, y'all, that's just done tore me up. Because she the one got me out here in these here streets. But that's all right. God, she saw something and I didn't procrastinate on it. Because guess what? I sat for a while. But God said no. And he kept pushing. He kept pushing. And that's when it's in you, you can't keep sitting down. You can't keep procrastinating, y'all. You have to. Oh, Leslie, I'm going to have to figure that out. Drop the YouTube link. Derek, if you still on and you have the YouTube link, please drop it. Because we'll get that. I'll remember that the next time. To drop it in the link, y'all. So I'll figure out something. And yes, I got to put the link in there. So Derek, if you're listening and you're on, if you can drop my YouTube link, I would love it. So I didn't even think about that. So thank you, Leslie. Thank you so much to have me about dropping the link. Because guess what? That's the way people are going to be able to, because I got to make it convenient for you, because you don't want to go looking around and going all over everywhere. I understand. But I'm learning out loud, and I will have that link next week. Oh, it's there. Thank you, Derek. So it's in the chat, y'all. Click on the link, share it, let everybody know, because we're trying to build up that channel so I can go and do some different things, but you have to have 100 subscribers. So remember to like, share, and I am Tina with Enriched by Tina, helping you get your whole life together by helping you get fit, which is F is for freedom in your mind, I for your internal healing, T for your transformation. So let me help you one meal at a time. And as we get ready to go, I got some marching music for you. So I'm going to give you some marching music as we go out. And I will see you on Friday for Fitness Friday.
Baby, now tell me exactly how you feel. I'm just trying to keep it real. Let me love you on the inside. Love you on the inside. Tell me exactly what you mean. You mean everything to me. Let me love you on the inside.